What's up, crypto and spiritual family? This is Ocean Starship with another video. Hope you're having a blessed day. First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I was talking to somebody that I have much respect for in the XPR community, and they reminded me that a lot of cryptocurrencies are pegged to Tether, which means when Tether goes down, it's going to pull a lot of coins with it. But did you know that Loan Protocol and XPR are not pegged to Tether? What could that mean? And that led me to do this decode, because I wanted to find what the universe would say about cryptocurrencies that are not tied to Tether. But before I get started, if you would like to show support to this channel, these are the ways you can show that support. All support is appreciated. But what I decided to decode was importance of being untethered. And I found some interesting things. I found some things that really validates what someone told me about cryptocurrencies that are not linked to Tether. And the first things I found was the signs of the rapture. Notice the 1524 and 254, which is Loan Protocol. It says cryptocurrency exposed, totally break the code, decode, decoder. Look what it says here. You will win mega millions and rise and reign on your vibe. That's the answer, fam. It says you will win mega millions, right? You don't hear anybody else talking about this, but now you know, because we also see decoding end times very accurate, the revolution of truth, the Lord is my shepherd. Notice the 594, which is XPR coin, the rapture day, and higher HZ than most, meaning higher frequency than most, right? That's this community. That's you and me, fam. We also, now this right here really got my attention, because look how these terms came up. You see POW flag, 480, which is web off. You see 768, right? You see Wilmer, which is 480, web off. You see that other term, Shazny, 588, which is proton, and gold, i.e. Horn, right? 588, proton. Now, let me show you something. Now, we just saw 768, right? I think that was 768. But if you flip the 6 to a 9, you get proton mail, right? Also, we see XRP, right? Antichrist and XPR 440, and also Cosmos Atom 798. So these numbers are saying something. And here we see Wasco with the 1044, right? 440, 440. But you also have the 366, and 366 is S loan, right? 366 is also loans. We're talking about the coins that are untethered. We also see World Fortune Tellers Day, God's word confirmed by number, your path with God is love, and then we live by different laws. We live by different laws. Meaning if you're not if these coins are not pegged, you fall under a different category. If they're not linked to Tether, because Tether is going to go down and it's going to pull a lot of coins with it. Also, we see I am seventh of gas, $2 million, K. On a mission to gather God's elect, that's major. Craig, global financial system, which is probably talking about Craig Wright. And Jack and Rose on the Titanic stairs. So we're talking about Tether, and you see the word Titanic. We also see seeing with the third eye. First prize. True God numerical prophecy. blue gold tanks to Ukraine and straight out of Agatha, right? Now, the reason I paid attention to blue gold tanks because we've seen gold in this decode twice. And in my live, I'm going to talk to you about what gold means and why it's significant. We also see we already won, and no need to reinvent the wheel. There's the wheel. And we know what wheel is talking about, right? But you know I had to go further. I had to go down that rabbit hole a little deeper. So what I decided to do first was find out what was no need, right? No need spelled with the K. No need. Okay? And no need led me to all clear and metal. Do you think this is a coincidence? No, it's not. That's the universe answering our questions, fam. Clearly, you see metal, and it says all clear. All clear. Then I said, well, what is reinvent? Notice the 642. Notice the 642. I'm going to show you something. But we already got confirmation on metal is all clear. Now, what is reinvent? Because it said no need to reinvent the wheel. Well, reinvent led me to a covert, right? Meaning that it's something that they don't want discovered. That's why you need to catch my live tomorrow. I'm telling you, it's going to be big. Because we're going to talk about what the gold is. And you see 558, right, which is proton. But a covert, right, led me to decode covert. And that led me to 938 and 498. When I saw the 498, I said, yeah, I'm about to find something. I'm about to find something major. Because covert led me to will governing with the 666 and 111. And what is 111? Loan. Loan. We've seen many references in this decode pointing to loan and proton and even metal. Now let's talk about when it said gold, i.e. horn, right? Gold, right? We saw gold tanks and we saw gold, i.e. horn. Well, i.e. horn led me to the event. And the event is 594. And what is 594? Like I said, XPR coin. And we know 524 is loan protocol. And you see 542. We saw 642 earlier. What is 642? Pro XPR. And just to show you, 558 is proton. Why would these terms come up surrounding being untethered, being coins that are not linked to Tether? Because Tether is going to go down. And you see it says the event. So some type of event is coming, fam. I don't know if it's an event in crypto or something global, right? But we clearly see an event is coming. And we clearly see the coins come up, right, that are in the cipher of being untethered. Why is it important to be untethered? And you see proton, pro XPR, the event 594. We see loans and S loan. I think we have our answer, fam. But get ready tomorrow for my live stream. I'll let you guys know what time. So hit the button, hit the like, subscribe, and share this video. Have a blessed day. Starship out.